Okay, let's break down everything that's happened over the last couple of hours now. The shooting at Trump's rally on the 30th of July took place at 6:15 p.m. The suspected shooter was fired multiple shots, and the shots were fired from an elevated position outside the rally venue. The U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter. Former president is safe and being evacuated. One spectator was killed. Two spectators, meanwhile, got injured, and the incident is currently under investigation. The Secret Service has formally notified the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and a coordinated investigation is now going to be done by the U.S. Secret Service as well as the FBI. That's what we know as far as the investigation is concerned. These are first visuals, in fact, of Donald Trump leaving the hospital. He leaves the hospital after being treated. 6:15 p.m. while addressing a rally in Pennsylvania a few hours back from now is when Donald Trump was shot at. A bloodied ear is what he had immediately after the incident took place. A security shield was given to him. He was taken off the stage, and a couple of hours after he spent time at the hospital getting treatment, we now see his cavalcade moving out of the hospital, and Donald Trump is now going to be up and about as far as his election schedule is concerned. Gaurav Samant, my colleague, is with us for more on this. Gaurav, another strong statement coming from the former U.S. president. He isn't, waiting as far as anything is concerned over here. He has made another statement after what we saw on the stage from him. A strong statement now that come what may, come whatever hindrance be it his life as well, he is willing to fight it out and give it his very best as far as the upcoming elections are concerned.
So the former U.S. president, now carries through with all the political events. Additional security is being provided, is what we are being told. It had already been demanded. Members in the Republican camp, they were apprehensive that there could be an assassination attempt. Whether it's one of his advisors, Steve Bannon, who feared there could be an assassination attempt, to others who've said that they demanded additional security. The Secret Service has been found wanting, according to the Republicans, of course, subject to investigations when more details emerge, because the Secret Service, the statement that they put out very clearly seems to indicate that the shooting took place outside the envelope that the Secret Service had put. But how did this individual, in fact, subject to verification, there's an eyewitness account that's come forward who says that he reached out to the police and told them that an individual with an assault rifle was climbing on top of a single-story building or a structure and was lying spread eagle there. All of this information was given to the police. The police apparently did not react effectively. All of that will be investigated now. Those details will be ascertained. And that's when the moment the shooter took an aim in the direction, of course, from the rear side of the president, he was somewhere towards the rear. He fired at the president, fired multiple shots, one after the other. The counter sniper team, which again was on an elevated position, they fired back, neutralizing the shooter. So now you have the shooter's body, you have the shooter's weapon. Police will ascertain how the shooter got there. They'll scan all CCTV images. If there's a mobile phone, they'll go through the mobile phone data, get more information from that. So yes, there will be a detailed investigation, but how free, fair and impartial would that investigation be, given the fact that the Republicans are apprehensive that the American deep state is also a player in these elections and not as impartial as the administration should be? They can tell us better the apprehensions in the Republican camp.
Gaurav, you point out that now that the shooter's been brought down by the security forces and that weapon has also been recovered. Could you tell us more details about what that weapon was like, what that rifle was like? Gaurav, if you could hear me.
Take a look at what happened.
Okay, looks like we've got an issue with the connection over there. I'll go back to Gaurav in just a while. Rohit, coming to you now, a big statement now coming from Donald Trump. He's hit the roads already, And how is this likely to change the narrative, this particular incident, and now the fact that Donald Trump has hit the road already just a couple of hours after the incident took place, how is that likely to shape up the elections going forward?
Definitely, Trump will be seen as a martyr, as someone who is brave, stands up immediately and goes against his opponents and doesn't give up. He's the leader. He wants to be the leader, but he is. He really portrayed himself as someone who is not weak, who is able to sort of, go through a huge amount of stress. We also all know about his 4 legal cases he has to go through. It's very stressful. On top of all this, someone just tried to shoot him. I think the American people see it, how, strong his personality is, and I think they will just be even more supported in, helping him sort of sustain it and go through it until November. And they will, most importantly, they have to go to the polls, to elections and vote, because he will need the support. And I think this really helped to sort of kick them and make them more excited and passionate about his idea to make America great again.
Right, and we've heard from Donald Trump. We have that visual playing out on the screen as well.